And welcome back, everyone. We're now in part 2 of episode 2 of Maximilian's The Online Warrior, and here we're going to be going up against what appears to be a Dormammu, Taskmaster, and is that Hagar? I believe so. So, Hagar's assist is also one of the best in the game. As you can see here, he's using it every once in a while to throw out and it'll catch Wesker, but I'm trying to make quick work of Dormammu at the moment. The only unfortunate thing is that air grab with Wesker, grabs negate a lot of damage, and they make the overall damage go pretty much to the crapper. So as a result, you have to be mindful of how you're going to be using it, and I try to catch him in one of my combos right here and it doesn't work, but let's see if I can tag Dormammu back in so he can lose all that red health. Hagar's assist pops out extremely fast, almost to the degree of which Tron does. Very little vulnerability on their end, and they're invincible for quite a long time. If you see, one thing I've been trying with Dante as of late is doing his jumping, I believe it's Stinger in the air, correct me if I'm wrong, but you do quarter circle forward light and then another quarter circle forward light, and he does this knockdown move. Now that knockdown move has a lot of invincibility frames. It ends up being really good, and as far as following up afterwards, you can usually do the ground pound, which is, I believe, Shoryuken forward with medium, and then you can jump up and follow up with the remaining combo. So if you're using Dante more and learning him like I am right now, don't forget about that move. Using jumping S isn't so hot, and don't take me for an example because I make a bad habit out of it. So back to the match at hand. It looks like Dormammu luckily misses a ground combo on me, and I'm able to recover out of it. If you see me here spamming forward H, that's me trying to get a quick lockdown with the gun, which is available with Wesker and X Factor. And also, again, I'm able to block that Dormammu Pillar of Flame. And the reason being is that when you're dashing forward and it looks like you're about to be hit, if you hold up back immediately, you'll start blocking. So if you think you're getting caught in a back dash or caught in a forward dash and there's nothing you can do about it and the dude throws out a super, just hit up back and you should be able to block, unless you were pressing a button, of course. So here, I learned my lesson in this matchup before. We've got Doom versus Hagar, and the reason I'm playing this extra lame right now is that Hagar's got a big problem coming in, and luckily I catch him in a combo. I learned at Wednesday night's fights that when I played against a Hagar, he turned into level 3 X Factor and killed my whole team. And it was because I was being aggressive and I wasn't being patient. Quickly learned my lesson, you can't do that with Hagar. Hagar has got a great ground game and a great close game. Don't do that. Just play him at a distance and play it like you were playing Street Fighter 4. There's matchups, you just have to understand that. So, luckily that one went pretty well, and that guy has a pretty good record. So let's see what's coming up next. Looks like I have the Professor. This guy was from the previous game, actually. So this is a rematch from before, and as you can tell, his crazy aggressive Zero is still on the prowl. And this stuff is going to be really hard to block online unless I'm able to get him into some tricks with Doom and Wesker, which is kind of what I do. Let's see how this goes. If you notice, I'm doing jump back with the gun with Wesker, and that's because that'll catch his Sentinel assist. Now, that's what I like about Wesker against fighting characters who have Sentinel in their team, is that you're able to jump back with the gun or put the gun forward and shoot the assist, and as long as Sentinel gets hit once, his drones will go away if you catch him between a certain time. So always putting bullets on the screen can be really good, and it can be really damaging against a team where they're spamming assists a lot, and they don't realize that their assists take a lot of damage from the gun over time. But here we go, once again we got Wesker and Dormammu. Lucky air grab, and I missed the follow-up combo, which is really unfortunate. Ooh. Misses the combo, luckily, so Wesker's still in it. Until I get slapped in the face by a really slow super. So, once again, we got a situation where I'm kind of low on luck, and he is currently going to town on Dr. Doom. Oh, team aerial counter, so I'm able to stop that, and we're able to get reset. So let's see if I can at least stop some of his offense for a moment, because I just want to get the guy off me. That's the problem with Zero online. It can seem really difficult just to get the guy off you because of push blocking and because of how Zero can negate push blocking in a lot of situations. But Zero's gone as a result of some chip damage, and I think Dante's got Dormammu's number rather well, because as Dormammu can teleport to the opposite side, Dante can too. and I think I show that right here. So I'm gonna transform into Devil Trigger just to recover some red health, and he's gonna start throwing out the Dalsum Super. So if I can avoid this thing and catch him on the other side, you notice how it disappears? That's really good to know. As long as you can hit Dormammu and make your way around him until that thing goes away, then you actually stand a fighting chance. But, oh man, he catches me in one extremely fancy Sentinel combo, and Dante is down. So here we go, Doom versus Sentinel, and I think this match is actually pretty good for Dr. Doom because of his beam and because of his Sphincter lasers that cover a lot of the screen. Sentinel's got a lot of great mobility when it comes to flying, but like I said, that jumping in medium with Dr. Doom is great. Oh, and here's one way to finish anyone off in the game. Throw one of those up, followed by another one. I guarantee you, if you're in X Factor, it does over 1.2 million damage in like level 1 X Factor. It is a ridiculous amount of damage. So if you have the opportunity to take out a character and you want to blow X Factor, go ahead and do it because it is really good. So here we go. Moving on to the next game. And that was a good game with the Professor, by the way. It was a good couple of sets. And we have a Magneto, and oh, so this game, if you'll notice at the top, Amateur is one of the lowest ranks, I think, in the game. That or Rookie. And one thing I wanted to show you is not to underestimate people. As much as this guy might seem like he has a crappy record or he's barely played any games, and oh, he's just an amateur, I'm going to go to town on this guy, which is kind of how, well, I do it, to be honest, and a lot of people too. This guy ends up being really good. So I'm thinking his Dr. Doom is going to be like any other Dr. Doom who doesn't know what's going on, but he is mad rushing me down and connecting some crazy combos in the corner. At this point I'm like, oh, I should probably be careful, because underestimating people online is one of the things that gets me killed the most, and especially from characters that you don't think are good, like Ryu's, and even Captain America's to an extent can end up being really good just because you don't see what they can do as often as other characters. So that's what playing online can actually make you a lot better at, even when it comes to playing the game offline, is matchups and understanding teams and opponents, because this game has a lot of variety, even more so than Marvel vs. Capcom 2, where there was only a few teams that you really had to worry about, and then you kind of learned how to fight those teams. In this one, there's so much possibilities because everyone's just deadly as hell. You got to figure out what everyone can do, which matchups are good, and like I was saying earlier, you don't want to rush in on Hagar because he's going to whoop your butt. So play him at a distance, understand matchups, figure out what's going on, and like I was saying, I think in the previous episode, I suck against Magneto. It's one thing I need to practice and get better at, so I'm a little nervous right here because this guy is rushing me down to no end. But I miss a Wesker gun juggle, which you can juggle that mid screen with. Super Scroll. Oh man, so there we go. Reach just drops an elbow, runs over there, and punches Wesker in the face to continue the combo. I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, that, if you notice before, he's using his, I think it's down H in the air, which can be, to me, really ambiguous sometimes. It seems like it can hit in front or behind, and you have to respect the elbow, to be honest, because that thing can hit you in a lot of situations where you wouldn't expect it to hit you. But there we go, America's favorite combo in the end. You can end the match by doing so. Use that combo. So that's going to conclude episode 2 of The Online Warrior. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as far as the next episode goes, I'm going to try to show an example as far as taking the experience you learn online playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and applying it offline. And I have a couple of matches recorded from last week when I attended Wednesday Night Fights.
So now that episode 2 is over, let's look at the top 5 things you can take from this video and apply them to your game later on. Goofy dash glitch. We saw it before. If you can incorporate that into your gameplay, that just means it's another mix-up opportunity for any character with a fast wave dash. Learn to block against Zero and Sentinel. There's a lot of these teams out there right now, and learning to block against these characters is one of the hardest things to do. So play more of them, understand how they work, and respect what they're doing, because as of right now, you're going to run into a lot of it. Be careful against Hagar and Tron Assist. They are a couple of the best ones in the game. Don't try to rush in during so, because they're just waiting to bait you with an assist. Hold up and back to block while you're dashing. So if a character's throwing out a full screen hyper and you're about to eat the whole thing, you can actually stop your dash animation forward or backwards and block the hyper. Probably one of the most important things I can teach you, rank means nothing online. Especially when you have no idea who you're playing and no idea the skill set they come from. Anyone can be, the next Alex Valle or Ricky Ortiz or Justin Wong just playing under someone's account. Always assume they're better than you think they are.
I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you can, comment or subscribe on anything you might like about this episode or not like. Check back on vidthrough.com or subscribe to vidthrough.com's YouTube page to get the early announcement of my videos as they usually have them first. So, thanks for watching everyone. Take care and I'll see you next time.